Let's go to Acorn. I've got a little tutorial I'd like to do with you. And we'll start by clicking on the Acorn menu. This is not unusual what we see here. I'm going to close the Welcome to Acorn screen and go directly to the point. We're going to open a new file. And usually you have a preset here that might be, say letter size or legal size. I've already set this to inches rather than pixels, and I've got 10 by 10 inches. Resolution 72. I'm going to OK that. All right, so here's my image. This is what I'm starting with, and I've lost my mouse. There it is. Okay. I'm going to stretch that out just a little bit so I've got some edges to play with. The magic of this, I've got a white background, so I'm going to choose a color by clicking on that color, opening up my colors menu and bringing things up so I can see the color in there. I'm going to start with a little bit of blue because I think blue's kind of an appropriate one. And maybe go to my brush and let's see, get rid of that. Brush designer. Well, I could show that and it could do different things with my brush, but where I have it set right now is kind of a scattered look. So I'm going to put a little of that color on, and I don't really want to go to purple, maybe a little lighter blue, and feather that out, and maybe move back to the pencil smaller, just a few pixels, go back to the darker blue and throw some line. Now at this point I'm just scribbling. I mean, I don't really have something specific in mind, and you'll see why in a moment, but I am thinking about color. So maybe I'd like to go to a little lighter color here too. That's kind of a gray looking thing. Let's get it even brighter. And then soft. Oh, there's a nice light blue. Maybe a little heavier pencil with that. And just kind of some curved stuff going on. Right down into this empty space in here. I know, again, it looks like, oh, he's wandering around. Well, I sort of am. And I'll pull back into black. I just like black as a detail thing, and do some broad things with black in this imagery. Now here's where we get to the point, okay? And basically, we're going to use filters to create a snowflake. We're going to go to Quartz Compositions, Stylize, and down to Kaleidoscope. Okay, now I want to drag the kaleidoscope over. Right now I've got 5 segments off this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I drag the reflections over just a little bit more, now I've got 6. Okay, now you can see the snowflake-like pattern in that. And the timeline is the big one, because as you can see, as I drag across that timeline, I'm creating this variety of shapes. And I can get one that I like as far as snowflake-ish, and maybe one that's kind of busy. I like the kind of busy part of things. But again, just make a choice, and there are couple of ways you could approach this. You could certainly just save that, say OK, save that, or you can go Shift Command 4 and do a screen capture and drag that down. And so I captured that screen. If I wanted to do another one, that would be an easy matter of, again, Shift Command 4, find my corners and do another screenshot, and that's pretty much it. So go to this, save it. If you're working with students, and you're saving an image, make sure that if you're going to put it on the web or something like that, you don't use the Acorn extension. Go down, get a JPEG, and then save it there. Snowflake 1, I'm going to call it. Save it on my desktop, boom. And there it is. Quit out of Acorn, and there's the 2 screenshots I made and the finished snowflakes. So that's pretty much it. I hope you like this tutorial.